Hello, my name is Kinzie Wilmes, and this is my story. On August 24th, 2005, my mother woke up to her water broke after being pregnant with her first child. My father and her hurried out to the car. My father wanted breakfast, but we didn't have time for that. They got to the St. Francis Hospital in Maryville, Missouri, and my mother pushed for 3.5 hours. With that, my heart rate started to decrease. Because of this, the medical staff determined that my mother needed an emergency C section. Finally, Kinzie Lorraine Wilmes was born at 21 inches long and 7 pounds and 8 ounces. I interviewed my mom, Alicia Wilmes, for more information on the night when I was born.
Did you think about me being born?
Um, it was really rough, really painful. I was happy when you were finally out.
And what was the most memorable thing from when I was born?
The fact that your dad could not have breakfast.
I was a happy kid. I loved Barney and salmon patties, which is still my favorite food to this day. Then something happened that changed my life. My mom had a baby in her tummy. As I handed the pregnancy test to my father, I hoped for a little sister. Instead, I got a little brother. His name was Carson Lane Wilmes, and he cried and stayed up the whole night. I was just trying to get some sleep. Eventually, we ended up getting along and we were best friends, except for the fact that I hit him in the head a couple of times with miscellaneous objects. My father worked nights, so as a kid, he would be sleeping while my mother, Carson, and I would hang out all day. We would watch Sesame Street, sing and dance, and we loved running errands with Mom. One of Carson and I's favorite things to do in the summer was go swimming. We would drive to the pool in Savannah and we would spend the majority of the day there. Then on the way home, we would jam out to music and stop by Shop and Hop, a gas station in Savannah, to get drinks. I interviewed Carson about our lives as kids, and he said this.
What do you think of our childhood?
It was our childhood. I mean, we played with toys. I mean, you never really shared with me, but you were good. I mean,
And what was your favorite memory?
um, playing with my toys.
I started kindergarten at North Andrew R6 K through 12. I loved hanging out with friends, and one of my best friends at the time was Katrina Warren. My kindergarten teacher was Mrs. Smith. When my class would go out for recess, I remember meeting in the corner of the tennis court and selling dandelions for money, which was rocks and tire chips from the playground. Then, around second grade, I decided I wanted to play softball. I remember playing catch with one of my friends on the team, Avery, and I gave her a black eye. Apparently, that's when my mother decided I would be good at the sport. I ended up loving softball too. In later elementary, I continued to play softball and even got on a travel softball team called the Northwest Force. This allowed me to meet many friends from all over Missouri and Kansas, some of which I'm still friends with today. In 5th grade, I got involved in the drum program here in North Andrew, and I started playing the flute for the North Andrew Band. At this time, when I grew up, I wanted to be a marine biologist and live in Florida. Then I moved up to the middle school hallway. I had an extremely awkward face full of Justice clothes, JoJo bows, and Nike headbands. I continued in my education. One of my best friends in middle school was Blake. My class always thought we were going to date, so they started the name Blindsey, but we never did. We were just best friends. Blake Hunziger and I were inseparable. We even ended up doing a History Day project together. National History Day allowed me to find my true passion, women. I did 2 History Day projects on women's firsts throughout middle school, and it was so interesting to me. I interviewed Mr. Wiedmer, my National History Day sponsor and middle school history teacher, and he had this to say about my NHD projects.
What was I like as a middle schooler?
Oh, Kinzie, you were always a go-getter, always, striving to do the very best you can. You're also had to be A plus and everything. I remember you always stressing out if you didn't get the perfect score and everything. So that helped motivated you and drove you to be the best you can. And also made one of the best history documentaries you've ever had. Got thousands of views on YouTube right now. The women's baseball documentary, which you're so passionate about. You did such a great job on it. Still one of the best ones we had. And people viewed all over the world. And also remember Kinzie and Blake. That was always the running gag for the entire time middle school. And then had that awesome train history project. That was really cool. So Kinzie was just really good in middle school. I knew she was going to do awesome stuff, and she did. You did. You know?
Finally, I moved to the high school hallway. I studied hard, and I've been high honor roll every year of high school. I've been involved in everything in high school, including softball, marching band, choir, FCCLA, NHS, cheer, student council, and everything else under the sun. I love the color light blue, and I love flowers of all types. I enjoy hanging out with my little brother now. We love going to see live music and going for Sonic runs every now and again. I love collecting crystal necklaces and going to see live music. I enjoy spending time with my family and friends more than ever before. I have learned to appreciate the people around me and spend more time with them. My future plans are to attend the University of Kansas in Lawrence, Kansas. I plan on majoring in biochemistry on the pre-med track and minoring in women, gender, and sexuality studies. I plan on living in the scholarship halls on campus. More specifically, I want to live in Margaret Amini. I am a part of the University of Kansas Honors Program, one of the oldest and most recognized programs in the nation. With this advantage, I hope to perhaps study abroad through the program. In addition, I hope to further my college experience by enjoying different things with different people. I hope I make a lot of friends. After college, I want to be a gynecologist and work for the University of Kansas Health System in Overland Park, Kansas, at their Women's Health Unit. I want to help women and push them to pursue great things for the world. I hope to change the world by helping those women. One piece of advice I want to remember is to continue to be kind. This is because you can't be a good leader if you're not kind to others around you.